Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mark Loeffler Experience. Today we're going to go through the real estate market. Who knew? We're going to talk about real estate and we're going to talk about numbers, and we're also going to talk about the tale of two areas, let's call it, where we're seeing a divergence and where we're not. This is across a lot of different boards in Ontario, Oakville, Milton, Hamilton, a lot of the, I don't even know, like Waterloo, Windsor, up north. Like this is all in this Peterborough board. A whole bunch of different boards are in here. But anyways, this covers all of it. So basically what we're looking at is, here's the all-time high, which was February 2022. And here is March. And as you can see, average price in February was $982,000, almost $983,000, and now we're $954,000. So we've dropped $29,000, or roughly about 2.5 to 2.75% over the course of a year. And now I just look over here and I see, oh wow, okay, so we're off the high. Could we have predicted that? Well, I think so. Like, let's just look here. So last year, here's January or February, 764, went up 772 in March. Well, we dipped a little bit in April, 762, and then summertime, everybody was so tired of real estate. Nobody wanted to buy it. So, I mean, there were still bidding wars, don't get me wrong. There was just 3 or 4 people showing up rather than 20. And then what happened was, everyone got back to school and everyone was like, we still want to buy real estate. And the 20 people showed up and boom. We had from the low 750,000 to 982,000. That's $230,000. That's about a 30% gain from September to February. From August. Let's call it August to February. September, October, November, December, January, February. 6 months. Be a 60% year over year gain. Now, great if you own real estate. If you don't, obviously it's going to get hard to getting in, which we talked about in our last video. Is affordability dead in basically Ontario? So let's see what happened out there. We're just going to compare from year to year. So as you can see, this is a pretty violent curve, right? Like we get 3,500 listings in December and 14,000 in March. When we can go last year, we had 16,000 in March. So we were actually down 10%, 10 or 11% month over month. But, and I say this all the time to people, why wouldn't you want to be selling your home when there is so much less competition? Look at this. There's nobody else. I remember looking at 3-bedroom houses in South Oakville and there was nothing for sale in early January. And I said to my client then, I'm like, get it on because there's going to be competition coming. And whoa, look at that. Yeah, we'll go home for sale, new lows. So all of it, so it's up 1%, 7,129. As last year was just over 7,000. Here's the biggest difference. Look at that. 9,000 sales. We had almost 14,500 listings, 9,000 sales. So that means that 66% of the properties sold and 33% didn't. And let's just look at March last year. 12,000. So we were down 10% in listings, but we were down 25% in sales. And this is Ontario, and we're going to talk about some other areas here, Calgary and Victoria. And that's going to be the tale of two cities, is because, let's be honest, like what we're seeing here is people are tired. People are, let's be honest, we had a 60% gain in 6 months, or 30% gain in 6 months. It's unsustainable. And basically what happens is, interest rates are going up. People are a lot more fearful in the economy right now. I think for me, that would be a time to buy. I'm just saying, I like to be greedy when others are fearful. I mean, I went to Edmonton when people are telling me that all people from Ontario do is lose money in Edmonton. I think we've done okay there so far. We got, months of supply. Obviously, it's up 200% since December. It's still not even at 1 month. It's almost at 1 month, which it was last June. I think this is going to spike. That's just my personal opinion. I think we're going to see a spike. I mean, like, what are we going to see? 2, 3? Like, keep in mind, a balanced market is 4 to 6 months worth of homes. So we're not even close to a balanced market yet. Obviously, percentage of list price, 115%. And honestly, this doesn't mean anything to me because I can list a house at $1 and sell it for $1 million. And my percentage of list price is it skews everything. So let's just go and let's look at some areas here. Let's look at Hamilton. All right, look at Hamilton. So sales price topped at $891, $615, and we're down $873. So you know what? That's not falling off the curve, right? That's like 18,000. It's just around 2%. I mean, with this big run up in pricing we had, like, I think that's kind of inevitable. That's a big jump from 663 to 891. That's huge. And we've had some big jumps, and then we see this dip, and then so I think we're kind of in that same ballpark. Obviously, interest rates are going up. I think that's going to have an impact, of course, yet I think we're going to get through this as well. So Niagara had a dip in February, which we talked about here, and then we're up. We're at a new all-time high, and it's up 40% year over year. Let's check out our favorite Barrie. Boom. Oh, wow. So Barrie's down, what's that? $40,000 from its peak. So 4%. It went past its January number. We're still not even close to the December number. Let's just see new listings here. So 564 sales. So yeah, sales were down 46% in Barrie. And this night might not be all the numbers because some people list on the Toronto board, and you know, it's kind of weird how the numbers work, but you get a good idea of what's happening in the market overall. Let's do Peterborough here. So look at this. I mean, Peterborough, it's just kind of ticking along. Nothing to see here. Up, 1.5%. We had a little dip through January. It gets cold. There's lots of snow in Peterborough. See new listings. New listings obviously spiked. We want to see that. It's down 4% year over year. But, home sales didn't fall off. And to be honest with you, the Oshawa region and the Durham region and Peterborough, they're the fastest growing out of any in Ontario right now. That's not really going to give us any information. Let's do Kitchener, Waterloo region. So, look, we had over $1 million average, and now we're at just under 960. So again, a 4% drop. We're just over January. We're back to January's numbers, which, it's going to happen. Again, we had this here. I think this is going to be a little bit more violent. That's my prediction. But let's go here. Let's go look at Calgary. So Calgary real estate market breaks more records in March. And here's the issue. So Calgary didn't have the run up in prices that we saw in other areas over the last couple of years. There's a lot of money out there waiting, and there's a lot of money out there actually chasing properties in the Calgary market, in the Edmonton market right now. We're in bidding wars on apartment buildings out in Edmonton. I mean, I wish some jerk would have told me to buy in Edmonton a year ago and buy more of it. Things are happening so quick now. I thought we had a good 2 to 3 year buying opportunity. I don't know. I mean, I think this might be the year we got to load up and then we just ride into the sunset. But I mean, who knows? Greater Victoria, real estate remains hot, but sales slowed down in March. Okay, 833 sales. So 29% less than last year. Average sale price is 1.4. So here we're seeing the average really, this is single family homes, really just level off. Condominiums are down a little bit. Townhouses kind of came down. And here's the thing. There's only 85 sold. So when you see a smaller number, if there was some fancy townhouse that sold, it's going to raise the prices. But I mean, that is a decent drop. Obviously, there's more listings coming up, but not as many as last year. So sales were down, or property solds were down, but also active MLS listings are down 19%. So, I mean, we're really seeing the tale of, here's Ontario. We had this boom, like just, I don't know, it was almost nuclear. And, the rest of the country really didn't see that. And now it's kind of, the rest of the country might be playing catch up a little bit, and Ontario might be faltering a little bit. But, there's a lot of people out there who are fearful of what's going to go on in the world right now with oil prices, with the war, with interest rates. I think, my personal opinion, actually, you know what? You got to have to wait till Thursday, because I'm going to have Andrew Hines on, and we're going to talk about interest rates and our predictions for what's going to happen in the market over the second, third, and fourth quarter. And we'll leave it there. And thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Smash the like button. Comment down below. Thanks, everybody.